Hello there, I am RJB, and we return yet again with another epic match between Minchul and JH. Although I actually forgot to select it, so just give me a couple seconds to dig through my replays and select it. I don't know why I didn't have it selected yet. So excuse me for that one, which means the introduction is going to be a little bit longer. I mean, I could just start over. I could just start over with the introduction, but I don't want it. So sorry for the long introduction. I'm looking for the replay right now, and I think I found it. Yeah, I found it. So let's get started. Let's get started. Sorry for the long introduction, but here we go. It's time to get this action going. Minchul against JH, game number 2. Yesterday, JH beat Minchul after somewhat of a comeback in a Protoss against Zerg. Usually you don't see a comeback in a Protoss against Zerg where the Protoss falls behind early and somehow makes a comeback. Usually you don't see that. But it happened. It happened nonetheless. Minchul played amazing. Let's hope he's going to play amazing again. Even though he didn't win the previous game, there's a high chance he's going to win this one. Let me get my microphone all set up correctly. I don't really like the distance. Like, the distance between me and the microphone, I don't like it at the moment. But I've started to notice that sometimes the mic is peaking past its maximum capacity when I'm a little bit too close to it. So I'm going to try to just be a little bit further away from it. Maybe that has better results in terms of not having peaks on my microphone. Anyway, that aside, Minchul on the Protoss, I said it before, and JH here on the Yellow Zerg on the bottom corner of the map on the 7 o'clock spawn location against a 12 o'clock spawn location. Now, Minchul is a pretty damn ridiculously good Protoss, so I really have low hopes for JH here, but JH, sometimes he throws us a surprise. Sometimes he really manages to just make all the puzzle pieces fall together correctly. Sometimes he just does it. You wouldn't expect it, but he does it. Against all expectations sometimes. But let's just see where this goes. Let's not call it way too early. Because, I mean, we're only 1 minute in and 30 seconds. Calling it now would be stupid. It's straight up stupid. So Minchul goes for 2 gateways, 2 gas. I haven't seen that done before, actually. This is the first time I'm seeing that one done. Now, do note, this replay is from 2018, so maybe they were trying slightly different things back then, and have since switched over to different build orders. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. I haven't seen that many games from 2018, and this is from March 2018. I haven't really seen that much from this time period. There's only 8 probes on the minerals. That feels like it's almost nothing at all. Like, there's a lot of probes on the gas, almost nothing on the minerals. But he has a plan, he knows what he's doing. Minchul knows what he is doing. So, I'm not going to doubt what he is doing. I'm going to trust the process. That's one of the few things you sometimes got to do. Trust in the build order. Trust it. Because if you don't, things are going to go wrong. You have to double down on what you're doing and go all out. No second thoughts. No trying to change things up. When you start with build order number B, and you want to switch over to number C, but you can't switch over in the middle. You have to ride it out all the way until completion, maybe make some small adaptations that, you know, fall within the perimeters of what's allowed with the build order, but you have to stick to it. Now, JH tries to stop the proxy mid build here from happening. It's a very, very fast robo. That's a very, very extremely fast robo there from Minchul. And he's got a forge on the way there back at home. He starts building cannons here on the middle as well. JH is branching out closer towards the middle with his Sunkens to buy himself a little bit of time. At least he tried to reach the middle with the Sunkens, but Minchul managed to stop that from happening altogether. Also, a Dragoon here in the front as well. It functions as somewhat of a cannon. It also functions as a unit that can do more than just sit here on the spot like a cannon would. You can move around, do stuff that is diverse. Over here, gonna go down to another Dragoon, so that's actually gonna hurt JH quite a bit because he doesn't have he has an Overlord queued up now already. But losing the Overlord, of course, this early in the game, when you're playing Zerg against Protoss, it hurts. And JH is going to need all the money he can get because Minchul is going for a very, very early and aggressive gold order. I do think that if JH makes it through the early and the mid game here, he has some real opportunities to go for a really hard-hitting counter attack. But the question, of course, is, can JH survive the early pressure from Minchul? He does have Hydralisks already on the way, so I don't think that these Dragoons... Oh, he's putting the Dragoons up on the hill. This is the kind of stuff Minchul does. That's very smart stuff. Putting Dragoons up on the hill and also shielding some Zealots into the enemy base. But there's already Hydralisks and a Sunken there in the back, so the Zealots are not much of a threat. Also gonna lose the... Oh, he loses the shuttle. That actually completely ruins the build order. It completely ruins all the timings Minchul had in his mind. And he doesn't even get a single kill with those Zealots. So the Zealots are thrown away. The Dragoons are stuck up on the hill. Reaver's on the way. But there's no shuttle, so he's going to have to completely change what he had in mind. I think he has something in mind along the lines of dropping Zealots into the enemy base, then dropping a Reaver there as well. Dragoons up on the hill actually disrupting this entire thing pretty hard. Maybe the Dragoons being stuck there up on the hill might actually still make this work. Because Dragoons up on the hill have 50% chance of getting hit. So that makes fighting in this corridor very difficult for JH. So JH is just going to sit back and slowly drone up. He's not really making any more Hydralisks, even though I think he should, because there is some real danger on the way. As shuttle number 2 is finishing up and the rear in the front, it's breaking down the choke, but it can also fly in with a Reaver. He's going to fly in and... Is he going to pretend? Is he going to pretend there's a Reaver in there? He's going to pretend there's a Reaver in there. There's nothing in there, but he's going to fly in a scout. JH didn't fall for it. JH didn't fall for it. JH, how did you know? Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he just completely missed it. That's actually pretty good for JH that he didn't take his workers off the minerals and is instead focusing on getting all the minerals he can, while now also making Hydras and getting Lurkers as well. If he can get the Lurker aspect on time, he is going to throw a wrench into Minchul's board. Although Minchul now also getting an observatory back at home, Minchul is not forgetting a single detail. He made one mistake there with the shuttle, but he's actually playing this really well. Now goes in with his Dragoon attack there in the front. There's a lot of Dragoons there. Double Reaver as well. This is a very strong combination, although he loses one of the Reavers. One more of the Reaver stays alive. The Hydras are dancing back and forth, but he knows that he can't commit to the fight because there's so many Dragoons here inside the choke point that he would simply lose the Hydras pretty damn fast. Now Minchul also knows if he goes too far in, he's going to lose too many Dragoons to the Sunkens, so he's slowly pushing forward with the Reavers instead. Scarab damage has been finished, I believe. Level 1 attack there all the way for Dragoons and the Zealots. Lurker aspect for JH is almost finished. But he is getting pushed in slowly but surely, slowly losing ground, and slowly but surely the base is being broken open for Minchul to break into. Although he's going for the attack, he's going to try to snipe the Reavers. Both Reavers stay alive, saves both the Reavers. Now he goes in for the attack with the Dragoons and the Reavers, as a lot of the Hydralisks just died to the Dragoons and the Reavers when he tried to snipe them. That actually opens up the opportunity for Minchul to end the game right here, right now. Really quick and really early. He picks up one Reaver, flies in for the drop there, but is, well, forced to turn around. But he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind that he has to turn around because he knows that he's got this. Lurkers are almost finished morphing. Lurkers are finished. Observer is not yet there, but it's on the way. It's under production. It's being warped in. Also have some Mulisks there in the back, but there's so many Dragoons there that I don't think the Mulisks are gonna make much of a difference. Goes in with a flank there with the Lurkers. Lurkers are burrowing up, but the Lurkers are gonna get... Lurkers don't get killed, but the Observer has spawned. It's already flying across the choke point there into the base to detect. Reavers are being flown back into the backside there. Unloads them, gonna shoot on the drones. Drones are trying to run away, but the drones all get taken down by the Reaver shots, and that's a very, very quick, methodical, precise, and really strong goal order there from Minchul on a single Nexus with a very early double gas opening. This is very well played. The precision from Minchul's play here was really great. As I said, he is an amazing Protoss, and he makes build orders work that you wouldn't really expect. He kind of has very unique build orders that nobody else tries to do. He has a lot of build orders that rely on a single Nexus economy, but he makes them work. He makes them work, and he makes them look overpowered. And it all comes down to very precise micro timings and just an insane game sense of what to do, what's going to happen, and how to prepare for it. And of course, he knows exactly what weaknesses there are to exploit. Overall, just an amazing, amazing sense of play there from Minchul. Let's go on to replay number 3 between Minchul and JH. Now we're going to look at a Terran against Zerg, with Minchul on the Terran, JH on the Zerg. Let's see how this one is going to play out. We've got Minchul here on the red Terran on the middle left of the map, and JH here on the white Zerg on the bottom right corner. Now Minchul is also a pretty strong Terran player. He, as I said before, he's got a great sense, great micro, great control, and most of all, absolutely superb macro and multitasking. Whereas JH is kind of a mix of everything, but he doesn't quite excel at anything except decision making. He has great decision making, but sometimes just having great decision making against a player who's better than you in every other aspect of the game isn't enough. It just isn't enough. He goes for a non-choke build order, which might actually, there is a small chance that actually Minchul is going to go for a low effort scout, where he scouts only the chokes to save time on finding the enemy. But he is actually going all the way in. He's going all the way in. He's scouting the base fully. He's looking for creep. What he's going to find creep, I don't know. Maybe he's not going to go in deep enough. Maybe he's going to go in just exactly deep enough. He's scouting the middle bases first because he went for an 8 barracks and he's going to try to bunker rush. But he's not going to find any hatcheries in the chokes. And yes, he's actually switching over to just scouting the chokes. He might switch over to scouting the entire base here now. Is he going to scout the entire base or is he just going to go for the choke? Goes for the entire base. Right, he knows that the chance for a bunker rush is gone, so might just start scouting the entire base. Finds double hatchery pool there from JH. Hatchery number 3 there also on the way. Gas has finished. He's going for early Zerglings. He has to go for early Zerglings. Minchul is on a 2 barrack production, so actually there's a chance that early Zerglings with speed can do some heavy return damage to Minchul. But Minchul is trying to get in there as fast as he can before JH has any units up and running to defend himself with. He's going to try to... Oh, no, never mind. He changed his mind. He saw the timing of the Sunken, so he turns around, goes back home. He's going to ball up his Marines here in his choke, where they are more safe against Zerglings trying to sneak in or attack and get a surround on the Marines. He's going to keep them here. Like, the moment you split up your Marines against early Zerglings, you doom yourself and you're probably going to die. Because losing Marines on this build order that he is facing is pretty much a death sentence. There's not much you can do. So Barrack number 3, they're on the way. We've got Steam Upgrade also on the way and 2 medics also queued up. We've got Zealous Speed, they're on the way for JH. And the Lair as well. He's going to try to go for maybe Mule Discs or for early High Disc Den with Lurkers. The scouting has finished there for JH. He kind of knows where Minchul is located on the map, but he knows that he can't get in. The Marines there in the choke are too great in number for these 6 Zerglings to really make a difference against. He also stopped making Zerglings back at home. He's using this small little time window where Minchul is forced to sit back and kick back and relax and build up to relax himself and get more drones. He's now 21 drones, adds on a second gas, but now he's going to be forced to add on Sunkens. And he's adding the Hylas Den there already. So yes, he is going for Lurkers. He's on the chase. He's on the chase. Gets away. And the Marines come in to save the day to try to snipe down those Zerglings, but he's not on time. He runs away just as they arrive. But he's stuck in the corner there. He's stuck in the corner. He's running out, actually. He's going to try to escape and cut off some reinforcements. But the reinforcements happen to be fire bats, and the fire bats decimate and obliterate the Zerglings. Don't get there coming up in the front there. very far away, but this is about the maximum range you can afford to build a bunker, because the sunken would otherwise kill it. This is about the range of the sunken. You would kill it for sure. So the range on the bunker is actually perfectly spaced. Tries to sneak out once again, gets us around on the Marines and the Fire Bats, but the Fire Bats are too strong for the Zerglings. They just mow them down, so he's forced to retreat once again. We've got Lurker aspect on the way and more Zerglings as well, so no Hydralisks queued up yet from JH. Getting overlord speed now for Hydralisk queued up. He has some Hydralisks there up in production. Catches another group of Zerglings trying to move out, but there's another Zergling group they're sneaking out at the same time on the top side, while the Marines and Fire Bats are on the bottom side. A lot of Fire Bats there in the choke, so I don't think those Zerglings are actually going to deal much damage, although he's got two groups of Zerglings moving out, ready to go for the attack, sneaks in there. Fire Bats forced to split up, so he's splitting, waiting, he's going in with two groups at separate, different intervals, goes for the top side, snipes an SCV, gonna try to kill the machine shop there as well, kills the machine shop, but there's another machine shop there on the other side, but at least it delays tanks from factory number 2, as factory number 1 has those, the siege mode on the way. So he doesn't delay siege mode, but he does delay the amount of tanks Minchul can have. And he's getting some SCV kills there in the back as well. Minchul is caught tripping. Minchul is slightly tripping up there, allowing JH to damage him when JH shouldn't be able to damage Minchul here. But JH is finding a way to do it. I think he killed about 4 SCVs there in total, slowed down the machine shop, slowed down the science facility as well, and Lurker's now out here at his own base, ready to push back on those bunkers, ready to push back on those Marines and Fire Bats, and expel them from the base once and for all, and hopefully for just long enough to get up to more Lurkers and Zerglings for a very strong counterattack. Also, Overlord speed is finished. Oh yes, he manages to do it. Almost loses one of the Lurkers, but he keeps them alive just in time. Very close call there, but he manages to do it nonetheless. Got Burrow on the way as well. More Hydras and Zerglings have finished. Lurkers also morphed and are ready to go for the attack. Science facility are back at home. The science facility is finished, so vessels will soon be on the way. It's queued up. Level 1 attack for Marines also being upgraded. Minchul is on 2 command centers, so his economy should start to grow bigger and bigger. Not fast, but slowly and surely. And he'll hit about the 60 SV mark at about the 10-minute mark. Maybe even a little bit earlier. No, not earlier. About 10 minutes, 11 minutes, you'll have 60 SCVs. And you'll be having a lot of money coming into the bank. Whereas JH at the moment is completely forced to focus. Oh, he goes for the attack there. Tries to push back those Marines before too many of them ball up and become too big and too strong. But the tanks are in the back. Actually force him to keep those Lurkers burrowed for now. The vessel has finished. So he's going to be flying across the map soon as well. Look at the Queens if they're on the way back at home here in the base. 2 more hatchers being added on. 29 drones now up and running. Mining minerals, mining gas. But most of all, he has the Overlord transport almost finished. He unburrows the Lurkers, goes in for the push, burrows up right next to the tanks. He burrows up right next to them, and that's actually not going to have the result that he was hoping for. He's now forced to pull back. He did kill a lot of tanks and a lot of Marines and Fire Bats, but he couldn't kill everything, and he did lose a lot in that investment. Picks up 2 of his Lurkers, picks up 4 of his Lurkers. Not sure if that is the right choice, but he's going to try to fly out and drop them into Minchul's base. If he manages to land them inside Minchul's base, he can deal a real killing blow on the economy, because there's not much... Wait, no. There actually is some protection here. It looks like Minchul knows what is up. He knows that this is an option, so he's starting to protect himself back at home with a bunker and 2 tanks. Alright, radiate there on the drones, but the drones there don't die to the radiate. He got only 1 of them. JH had Burrow already finished up, so he protected his drones there pretty well. Zerglings is coming in to try and distract from the Lurkers that are going to be flying in. He's trying to distract, but Minchul is not falling for it. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. Another vessel there flying across the map with radiate, of course. Goes for the attack there, gonna burrow right next to it. The Marines are pulling backwards, trying to avoid the Lurker damage. But actually the damage has been done. The tanks have been taken down, the Marines are also pulling back as well. And that fight there goes to what? Oh no, that's a radiated vessel! He burrows up everything though. Wait, no. He burrows up everything just in time. Does lose 5 drones there, but at least he manages to keep the drones mostly alive. Overlord's going in for the attack, while he's attacking from the front. He's going to try to make it work. He's unloading the lurkers. There's nothing in the back there to protect. The lurkers are up and running. The lurkers are attacking the SMEs, and SMEs are going down. 20 of them left alive. He managed to do it. The madman finds the opening. He managed to do it. The economy of Minchul is absolutely in... It's broken. It's gone. Economy is gone. He's got 18 SMEs left alive. Tanks are slow. Oh, no detection in the back there. No detection. Goes for the attack there. Another radiate there on the drones from JH. JH is not drone. He burrows his drones just in time. Loses only a single one. But there's a problem here. Knocking on JH's front door. There's quite an amount of tanks and marines there ready to push for the win. But JH has a pretty good army prepared for the defense. But he's losing his lurkers before he can actually use them to go for the attack. And now his lurkers are being drawn into the attack as well. Oh. I don't know where this is going to go. Vessels once again go into radiated drones. Gets a radiate. Burrows the drones once again. Vessels on the running away from the Scorchers, but the Marines save the vessels. This game is way closer than it should be. This game is way closer than it should be. Minchul is playing this very calm and collected because he lost his economy. He cannot afford to lose the units he has on the map right now. The lurkers are going down there for JH, and another radiate on the drones. Burrows just in time. The vessel stays alive, Minchul with a very quick reaction. Lurkers once again forced to retreat. First, the fighter has spawned. Another vessel there on the way, ready to radiate. Consume almost finished. Consume almost finished. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be very, very close. Radiates to the filer. Oh no! Can he get this? Oh, he has another defiler finished. Very quickly, he needs to get the swarm up and running. Has to. No, the lurkers are gonna. The lurkers burrow up just in time. Yes, the lurkers burrowed up under the dark swarm. He's gonna try to kill everything here. Minchul is forced to pull back, but he's losing the tanks in the front. More lurkers are coming in from the back to the front side there. And he's getting on top of the tanks. The tanks are going down, but there's another vessel there going in for the radiate. The vessel doesn't go down. Burrows the drones just in time. JH is on absolute fire. Oh no, he goes for another radiated vessel, but burrows the drones once again. He has just enough money to keep producing some units. But he has to push his lurkers towards those tanks. He has to take down those tanks. Another dark swarm there thrown down. Lurkers burrowing up a little bit closer to the tanks. Zurkin's gonna top of the tanks. Tanks are going down. 2 more tanks left alive. He unsieges the tank. It stays alive. Barely though. There's no lurkers left. He has no lurkers left there back at home. Zurkins are going in. Dark Swarm comes down just in time, but everything has been unsieged and he's pulling away from the Dark Swarm so his units are safe. All the vessels have been taken down there in the back as well, but there's no more vessels up the map at the moment. It's all the way back at home, and one is in production, but there's no vessel on this side of the map. The siege is up. Tech is exposed. Another Dark Swarm there. The tanks are going to go down. JH is defending this really well. Now imagine what would have happened if he didn't land that lurker drop, because this is a little bit too close. Oh, he's... Alright, did the Dark Swarm went down, but the Defiler itself died. The vessel has arrived. Vessel goes for the Radiate. Vessel goes for the Radiate. He gets the Radiate. Burrows the drone just in time once again. Lurkers on the top side there went down to Marine or Tank Fire. He's got no Lurkers at the moment. He mostly only has Zerglings, and his Lurkers are being mowed down. Actually, it looks like Minchul has this in the back. It looks like Minchul has this. He goes for the kill on the Defiler Mount. The Defiler Mount goes down. Defiler number 2 there gets another Radiate on the Marines. Another Dark Swarm on the Marines. Marines are pulling back out of the Dark Swarm. More vessels arrive on the scene once again. Gets a Radiate on the drones. Burrows them once again. But JH has no minerals left because he's constantly forced to burrow. Oh no! There's a... Oh! He got the drones with the mine. Oh wow. Oh wow, yeah, that's... Oh, for a second I thought that JH was going to win, but it was so close, the last 5 minutes were so close that I simply didn't know where it was going to go until the last minute or so. when I could somewhat definitively say that Minchul played the recovery from losing his SCPs so extremely well that it was without a doubt he was going to win. But damn, that was a really good short game. That was a really good short turn against Zerg. That gives another win to Minchul. Minchul is win number 2. And now we're going over into game number 4 between JH and Minchul. And it's going to be a Zerg against Protoss with JH again on the Zerg. Last time around, Minchul made quick work of JH's Zerg with his Protoss, and somewhere deep inside, I don't want to admit it, but I kind of expect the same thing to happen. But you never know. You never ever know. At this level of play, sometimes things just go the other way. Sometimes things go against your expectations and the unthinkable happens. And JH is one of those players, I've said it before, he's one of the players capable of making the unthinkable happen. But there's a big fat butt in the room and I have to address it. Minchul is on Protoss and he's right next to JH. Usually that doesn't spell good news for the Zerg, but there might just be that one chance here. There might just be that one chance that JH is going to come out on top. So let's pray. Let's pray for our boy JH to beat Minchul with Zerg against Protoss. Let's pray. Raise our hands up high and call upon the gods to bless our boy. He goes for a non-choke Zerg. This could be good. This could be good. If Minchul goes for a choke-only scout, it's gonna be good. He goes the wrong way, actually. He goes to the south. He goes for... Alright, so he's not scouting the middle spawns first. Sometimes he does that, scouting the middle spawns first. But he goes straight into the corner spawn right next to him. He actually scouts the entire base looking for that creep. Well, he doesn't find the creep. And I think he went in just far enough to spot it. He's looking for the creep. He's not going all the way into the back. He's looking for the creep. He's still trying to save on time. And he's going for the exact same build order as the last time. Goes for 2 gateways to no zealots. 2 gateways, 2 assimilators. And when the assimilators finish, he goes for 2 zealots after the cybercore has been started. So that is an interesting little thing to note down if you want to replicate this build. Pylon, 2 gateways. Pylon, double assimilator. Cybercore, 2 zealots. That is the way to do it. Alright, so he's on 3 hatcheries now. Pool on the way. Extractor also on the way. Minchul is going the slow scout route. Is scouting counterclockwise. Now he's going to scout upwards with these 2 zealots. Going to go towards the 11 o'clock location and the 12 o'clock location. While the probe finishes off the 3 o'clock and the 1 o'clock scouting pattern. Overlord sees all this happening. JH has time to prepare. Dragoons are also on the way. I think that JH is going to keep his Dragoon Overlords up on the hill this time around. He's not going to risk losing them inside of Minchul's base. Zergling also on the way, and Zergling speed also queued up. Although, yeah, the Zergling finishes up. What is JH going to do? I kind of know what he has to do, but I also kind of know what Minchul has to do. The question becomes, is Minchul going to go for reverse shuttle again? Or is he going to focus on a gateway mass? Because a gateway mass is really strong against what JH is doing right now. But he might just feel like he can build a proxy robo here inside the choke. But not in the middle. He's building it inside the choke. Dragoons are there to fish for something to kill. But oh, there's a sunken there. Dragoons immediately turn around. Great coverage there on the base from JH. Covers most of his weaknesses at the moment. And yeah, Minchul's just going to look for another opening to abuse. Finds a nice little spot there with his Dragoon to attack the pool. But the Sunken there is on the way, and the Sunken will attack the Dragoons. Dragoons are forced to pull away. They don't have a range yet, so they can't continue and resume attacking the pool. But the pool will be exposed. Oh, he goes in. He's going to try to kill the pool. I like this move. Zerkins are spawning, though, and Zerkins are moving out. Zerkins are going into the choke point there. They're going to try to... He's going to ignore the cannons. He's going straight for the main base. 2 cannons in the main base are on the way. They're not close to finishing at all. They're not close to finishing at all. Managed to kill 1 cannon. Zerkins are arriving there at the main base. Probes are pulled off the minerals to block access to the cannons. He is going to kill a couple probes, but not the massive hit he was hoping for. Minchul handled that one pretty well. 1 Zerkin there still in the back, being annoying, but he gets killed there by a probe off the gas. So in the end, Minchul handles it really well. We have 2 gateways on the way inside of JH's base. I'll be honest with you, I was expecting something like a robotics facilities, but he's going for gateways inside of JH's base. There's already a nice number of Dragoons and Zealots on a 2 gateway production. Not what I was expecting. Also, he's killing the hatcheries on the side there with Dragoons. And losing the pool stops JH from actually building Sunkens. And that really helps Minchul out here. It really helps Minchul out. That he can basically just pick and kill all the money that JH invested on structures on the outer layer of his base. And still no robos. He's just building cannons inside of Minchul's base. Inside of JH's base. Well, Minchul... is that? Oh, that's the Queen's Nest. Alright. Queen's Nest. Hive on the way already. This is looking really bad for JH. This is looking really, really bad for JH here. He's got some mutas on the way, but the mutas I don't think are going to do much because there's Dragoons and cannons. And 2 cannons are back at home at the main base. And the number of Dragoons is growing bigger and bigger now. He's on 4 gateways. He's adding on Stargates inside of JH's base as well. And 2 Robos. So 2 Robos and 2 Stargates. I haven't really seen anyone play the contained build order like this, but Minchul is doing this really well. He seems... This seems really difficult to beat. Although I must admit, JH made a small little mistake with the placement of his pool, allowed it to get killed, and that is something to keep in mind for the future. That he will also keep in mind for the future for sure. Not to lose the pool in such a stupid way. Like it kills the Sunken, which allows him to kill the hatchery later on. We've got Corsairs on the way, Mulas are moving out. Mulas are moving out, going for the main base. That's 10 Mutalisks. The Dragoons are being pulled back. Gonna try to kill the cannons as fast as he can. Oh no, it stays alive. It stays alive. Okay, he kills it. Now these Mutalisks are not gonna do much. A couple of them have already died. It was 10, now it's 7. Dragoons are arriving back at home now as well. He's gonna try to kill some probes. Corsair arrives. Mulas are stacked up. Corsairs will clean this up with ease. And that should be the GG. That should be the GG. It looks like... It honestly looks like Minchul just completely dominated this one. I haven't really seen people dominate JH Zerk this easily that often. But Minchul is making it look super easy. Barely an inconvenience. A lot of Sunkens there though. And he's got a Great Aspire also on the way. Gonna kill another hatchery there on the side. Cancels it just in time. Minchul is great at looking and finding those small little windows and small little weaknesses for his Dragoons to start killing structures without losing any of his own Dragoons. Corsairs arriving in the base. Oh, he's once again there with the Mutalisks. Mutalisks are going in, ready to attack. He's killing the probes. He's killing the probes. Although now the cannons have finished, he's forced to retreat once again. He only got a couple of those probes. And it looks like the damage here in the main base is already being dealt because those Corsairs are killing the Overlords. There's actually only 19 supply space left. Reavers are pushing as well. He's got a complete impossible surround here on JH. JH has some Guardians on the way there on the bottom side. Gonna try to kill some stuff with those Guardians, but there's a Corsair at the main base at the Nexus to protect the Nexus against Guardians. Because it looks like Minchul knows Guardians are probably on the menu because he saw the Great Aspire and nothing else. And if there's only a Great Aspire and nothing else, you kind of know Guardians are on the menu. So the Corsairs come in hot, they're gonna kill everything they can. Guardians are melting like snow in an oven because this is just way too fast. Reavers are pushing forward as well, and there's actually not much left to defend. There is a Devourer, but the Devourer alone is kind of helpless as the Dragoons and the Reavers tighten the knot. He's tightening the knot, slowly pushing forward. This is a slaughter. And JH calls GG after 9 minutes and 50 seconds, although it felt like the game was over about 4 minutes in. It honestly felt like it was over the moment those Zerglings didn't achieve anything at all. It felt like it was over right there and then. That leads us to 3 wins for Minchul. He is actually, so far, not really giving JH much of a chance at all to do much. Although, do keep in mind, JH has played Zerg 3 times in a row, which kind of does put him at a massive disadvantage, specifically against a player like Minchul. But don't fret. Don't fret. Don't fret. Because we have Protoss against Protoss for game number 5. And if Minchul and JH are good at something, it is Protoss against Protoss. And it is actually the most even and fair matchup you can possibly imagine in all of Starcraft. Protoss against Protoss mirror matchup is the shit. And we have 2 experts in Protoss against Protoss ready to face off here on the fastest map. Actually, it looks like they're doing a... It looks like they previously played a best of 5, which Minchul seems to have won, because right here, right now, they are mentioning a best of 3. So I assume that they played a best of 5, and now we're jumping into a best of 3 that happened right afterwards. So actually, we already finished set number 1, and now we're going into set number 2. Protoss against Protoss, redemption for JH. Can JH beat Minchul in this very even and equal, fair matchup, where both players are fighting on equal terms, with the same race, the same strengths, everything is fair and square. Looks like Minchul is again going for early gateways, whereas JH is going for an early nexus. Now, of course, early aggression in PvP doesn't necessarily mean that the early aggression is going to win the game, because there are some realistic chances for the Protoss to very simply and easily defend their life with just a forge, a single gateway, and some cannons. But, as we have seen, Minchul is very strong and formidable with his early aggression. Basically, his entire playstyle is centered around killing the enemy early. He's not focused on late game, he's entirely and completely focused on early game micro macro and really solid, strong game plans. Let's see how this is going to play out. I really am curious. Early double... He's doing the exact same build. What? It looks like Minchul has the same opening, no matter what race he is playing against. 2 gateways, 2 gas, 2 zealots. It's the exact same thing. Although there's no zealots on the queue here. Actually, he didn't build zealots at all. It looks like he's going for dragoons with dragoon range. Whereas JH is going for Cybercore now. His gas is also there on the way. No second gas, only a single one. He might need a second one once he scouts Minchul's base. 3rd gateway on the way for Minchul. These are some interesting differences between the 2 players. Also, forts are on the way for Minchul just in case he needs a cannon there back at home. Dragoon range now also queued up there on the Cybercore. Probe from JH comes in just before Dragoon spawns. Oh wait, actually Dragoon has spawned. He's gonna try to get in, but he's not gonna try to get in. He doesn't want to sacrifice the probe. He could have gotten some pretty good information there. Zealot there trying to get into the base. He's blocking the Zealot with the Dragoons and the probe. I like it. I like it. So the Zealot there are gonna go down before it actually does anything. We have a Citadel of Adun on the way for JH and a third gateway as well. One cannon there in the back. Zealots there are gonna push those Dragoons back into the base. He has to micro backwards. He's blocking with the probe once again. Probe goes down though, but I really like the use of that probe. Most players wouldn't bother using their probe to block those Zealots. But Minchul is like, you know what, I'm gonna use my probe, and I'm gonna use it heroically. Zealot's get on top of the probes here though, and he's gonna disrupt the mining, and disrupting the mining of a single Nexus Pole order actually hurts a lot. Any disruption to your economy when you're playing against a double Nexus, it hurts. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. The pain is massive. Pain Peko, it hurts. Citadel of Adun also on the way, and we have a Citadel, Templar's Archive on the way, and Zealot Speed. Two more Zealots there walking into the base. He's gonna, there's a cannon in the back, so the probes are safe. Also, robotics on the way for detection. From Minchul, he knows that Dark Templars are pretty much the best defensive option DH has at the moment. Once again, probes are going down. There's a 14 probe difference. It's only going to grow bigger and bigger. DH is only going to get richer and richer. First Dark Templar is in production. Singularity cards are also on the way for JH. Zealots are going to try to buy some time against the Dragoons. But the Dragoons seem a little bit too strong for JH to fight into with the Zealots that don't have speed. But he has to somehow buy himself time. The observatory is finished, but it looks like he's going for a shuttle first. He's not making the observer. I actually don't know why he's going for a shuttle first instead of an observer. Maybe it's a misclick. Right, he's getting the observer now. I really don't know what the shuttle is gonna do. He's got a support bay as well. He's running around in circles, trying to buy time by making it so that the Dark Templar can't continuously attack. But the Zealot speed has finished, and he catches a nice amount of those Dragoons out there and kills a couple of them. And now the supply lead is in favor of GH, although the supply lead is entirely in probes. There is most definitely a supply lead, and it's going to grow bigger because he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways against 4 gateways from Minchul, of which number 4 and 5 are on the way. The Reaver drop, though, might make the difference. The Observer is finished, so the Dark Templar are not really a factor anymore. JH also has Dragoons on the way. Dragoons and Zealots. Dragoon range also has been re-queued up because he lost the Cybercore earlier to cancel the Dragoon range. Observer getting some information, looking for a hole and an opening for that Reaver shuttle to fly in and kill some probes. Minchul is playing on point. With pretty much the thing we've been noticing so far is Minchul's play is impeccable. Shuttle comes in. Shuttle's gonna try to kill some. He's gonna try some cute. Reaver Shuttle Micro keeps the shuttle alive. Reaver as well flies back into the base. Scarab damage is not on the way because it's just. So I saw the icon for a Scarab and I thought it was Scarab damage, but it's not. Sorry for that one. Got shuttle speed on the way instead. The Dragoons in the front are slowly balling up. The supply difference is about 40. You got he's just building pylons here. He's now on 7 gateways. Number 8 on the way. The H is adding on number 9, 10, 11, and 12. Shuttle. Oh, he's attacking in the front with the Reaver Shuttle and the Dragoons. He's gonna try to micro himself to a victory. He's gonna try to micro his way to a victory. The Reaver Shuttle micro is extremely strong, but if he loses it, he loses the fight. Comes in there, he's not focused. Oh, the Reaver Shuttle micro there is on point. But the surround here from JH on this army from Minchul. Oh, this is going sour. This is going sour. Really, it's going sour quickly. Gonna snipe the Reavers as well. Shuttle's all the way back. Oh! He gets the Reavers, gets the shuttle, gets all the Dragoons, and oh, this game went south for Minchul really, really fast. That went really, really bad. That went really, really wrong there. And now there's a drop here for JH as well to go for the return attack. Alright, this game is going really bad. Minchul thought he had a chance to go for a strong attack there, but he got himself surrounded. He went too deep, too far, overextended, and gave JH the opportunity to go for a really strong and deadly surround. And JH is now just waiting for the Storm Upgrade, which he forgot to get. He forgot to get Storm Upgrade. He's getting it now. And in all the chaos that was happening, he forgot to get it. And that is going to give Minchul a small little window of time to prepare himself for the drop. Because imagine if JH already had Storm, he would have just flown in and ended the game about half a minute ago. But now we're going to see a game that's going to stretch out just a little bit longer. Although the supply lead here in favor of JH is massive. It's astronomical. He's actually maxed out. As Minchul is on 120 supply. This doesn't look very promising. He's getting a lot of gateways. He's planning on catching up with his gateway mass, but he's pretty far behind at the moment. The upgrades are actually in favor of Minchul very soon, because he has level 1 attack. Wait, no. That is JH getting level 1 attack. I thought it was Minchul getting level 1 attack, but it is JH who has level 1 attack on the way, and armor also on the way. Storm is finished. Army is moving out. Army is going for the frontal attack. There's some Dragoons at the bottom side there. Dragoons snipe the shuttle. It's Templar lows, Templar storms, Templar kills, Templar... Yes, this is the GG. He gets 14 kills here on the probes, only 27 left alive against 78 probes in total. Frontal attack happening at the same time as well. Level 1 attack there on the army. Level 1 attack not present for Minchul. Reaver there arrives on the scene. Reaver's going to try to save the day there with the Reaver Shuttle Micro. And actually, I do think he's got the Reaver Shuttle Micro there to save the day. Although Reaver there, the shuttle went down. JH is forced to pull back for now. But the fact that JH has so much money is going to be the downfall for Minchul. And Minchul knows. Minchul calls GG, and that's a win for JH there in the PvP. JH, solid player, as you can see right there. Gets himself a win in the PvP. Gonna update the score here for 0 for Minchul, because this is set number 2 and a single PvP win for JH. And well, let's get into the next game, because this is a best of 3 PvP. Let's see if Minchul can win game number 2 and game number 3, or whether JH is going to win number 2 and get himself the PvP victory. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what is going to happen. Beep, beep, beep. Alright. Minchul. Fuel Protoss, bottom right. JH. Purple Protoss, bottom left. JH is on the bottom left of the spectrum, and the bottom right is for Minchul. Now, let's hope that Minchul is not going for a super hyper aggressive opening. He was close to actually winning with it. I think if Minchul went for Observer first, instead of a shuttle first, he would have won the game. I think the switcheroo, with delaying the Observer, allowed JH to kill just enough Dragoons and buy himself just enough time by forcing those Dragoons out of his base, that it opened a time window for JH to recover and grow stronger and richer. I think the early Observer would have allowed Minchul to kill everything. All the gateways, all the cyber cores, the forges. I really think it all went wrong at that moment. Both players are actually going for Nexus first. Nexus first, Nexus first. Let's play Spot the Differences. Let's see what kind of differences they are going to utilize in their build orders. Where is the change going to happen? JH a little bit slow there with his forge. A little bit slow with his pylon. But I don't think it really matters. He's faster with his assimilator though. But he goes for a single assimilator. Minchul goes for a double assimilator. So that's the first difference we're seeing today. Forges fitting at about the same time. Cannon for both players are on the way to protect themselves from harassment. They don't yet know what is happening on the map. I mean, what the enemy is doing, they don't yet know because they haven't found each other yet. They still haven't found what they're looking for. I guess U2 wrote the song for exactly just this moment. Cybercores for both players on the way. Zealots for both players on the way. Gateway number 2 for JH on the way. No gateway number 2 for Minchul. So that is one of the main differences. Triple gateway actually for JH. Single gateway for Minchul. 4 gateways for JH. This man has aspirations that lean towards a zealot speed mass. That's pretty much the only thing he can do. Citadel of Doom for both players on the way. It looks like Minchul's plans are probably in Dark Templars. And JH's plans are in Zealots with Zealot speed. Maybe he's going to adjust and change up. Because he's getting a second assimilator. So he might get a Templar's Archive as well. But I really am leaning towards a Citadel of Dune with Zealot speed. Whereas Minchul already also has a robotics on the way. And now adds on 2 more gateways. Gathering information, both players are. Perfectly mirroring their movements in a sense, except for the small variations in build order. Yeah, no speed coming in from JH. He's got the Templar's Archive on the way as well. But no robotics. No robotics because he cannot afford the robotics. That's the main difference so far. Minchul is building more cannons because he saw that he has a smaller amount of gateways, so he needs cannons to defend himself as well. An observatory on the way there from Minchul for observers. He's getting a shuttle first as well. He's got a storm upgrade on the way and a Templar on the way. He's going for drops. And the observer is probably for scouting purposes or maybe to detect Dark Templars just in case he needs detection for Dark Templars. JH is not going for Dark Templars though, but of course Minchul doesn't know that Dark Templars are not on the way from JH. JH has no robotics. He is getting Storm and High Templars as well, but no robotics. He's got Zealot speed on the way as well. Maybe he's just going to try to walk his Templar into Minchul's base and Storm. Instead of shoveling in, he's going to walk in. I think he's just going to walk in. Goon range on the way there for JH as well. Minchul has speed on the way. Storm on the way. Storm isn't finished yet though. He might actually be a little bit too early here with the shuttle. It comes in. He's not yet unloading. He is waiting for Storm. He's hanging there. He's defending. Stage goes for the attack, but he can't really go in for the attack because there's too many Zealots there to protect. Observer there, the choke's gonna spot the Templar. Templar unloads. Templar is not gonna Storm. He's forced to turn around. He turns around. He's gonna focus at defending at home. The Goon's gonna try to kill the shuttle. The shuttle flies away just in time. He's looking for that window for the High Templar to roll in, just walk in, and Storm. But there's cannons in between, and the Templar storms. Just get kills. He gets 15 kills. The first blow goes towards JH. JH lands the first hit. Minchul is looking to go in with the shuttle, but he sees that he can. There's some Dragoons in between. JH are using Dragoons for the anti-drop. Still using his Zealots to annoy and harass the inside of Minchul's base. Got drop number 2 there flying out for Minchul with 2 Templars in the shuttle. Drop number 1 tries to go in, but it's gonna get intercepted. Shuttle stays alive though. Zealots are once again killing those pylons on the side. Minchul's Zealots though are closing in, getting us around. Gonna block and wall those Zealots off, but the numbers are about even. Does look like Minchul wins the fight there. Drop coming in. Templars can't get close. They can't get close. He sniped both the shuttles. He tried to go in with 2 of them at the same time. Minchul was on point, sniped both. Didn't get caught off guard. Now Dragoons are scouting the bottom side as well, just in case there's something on the bottom side there. A shuttle, pylons, just anything that he has to clear out. Minchul, though, going for a small little zealot attack to annoy and distract, because he's got a shuttle moving out, but the shuttle actually flies straight into the zealots. Flies straight into the zealots. Oh no, Minchul, everything is going wrong. Templars on low, Templar storms. Templars kind of missed the Dragoons though. Morphing an Archon there as well. Gonna do micro around the dark around the Archon morphing. Kind of funny stuff. Zealots coming back to kill the Dragoons. I really like the fact they put those Dragoons there, and they just so happen to be on the exact right, correct location. That's just pure coincidence. Pure coincidence, but it worked out. He put them there with exactly that in mind. So attack comes in there from Minchul. He's going to try to do something because he has to do something because he's been falling behind for the last 2 minutes or so. Oh, shuttle comes in. The distraction has worked. Distraction has worked. Distraction tactics are superior. Storms? Does he get anything? Did he get anything? I think he got about... I suck at clicking. I was using my touchpad to click on it, so sorry for that one. I didn't see how many he killed, but I think he killed about 12. Maybe a little bit less, but he killed something. Not enough, though. Just look at this massive army coming in from JH. Although there's 2 Dark Templars on the scene as well, and no detection from JH, so the 2 Dark Templars are going to clear this one out once and for all with ease. Another drop there flying across the map. There's nothing in between. This one might hit the money shot. This one might hit the money shot. JH responds. JH sees it. Templars are storming. Probes are running away just in time. Kills 2. Kills 7. Fight still here happening. There's no observers still. Observers on the way though from JH to... Oh, drop comes in. Drop actually, yes, it hits. He went down from 45 to 29. JH is beasting. Except for forgetting his observers. That's kind of an oversight, but he's still beasting. He's showing Minchul that he's not to be underestimated. Observer comes in. Dragoons are supported. Zealots are supported. Dark Templars are off the charts. No longer relevant. Yeah, this is gonna turn ugly because Minchul, JH is gonna keep sending units over. Snipes another drop. Loses 10. Lost 10. He lost 10 probes. Not a big loss, but a loss nonetheless. And that might actually give Minchul a small little window to kill some Dragoons here, although the Zealots go down pretty damn quick. But Templar tries to do something, but it just melts. It just disappears. Another drop comes in. Once again, there's nothing to defend against this drop except some cannons, and reaction speed flies away with the probes. Storms are nothing at all. Close call, but JH protects his economy. Well, the shuttle drop there comes in. There's no shuttle speed for JH actually. I kind of think that's kind of funny. No shuttle speed, just a slow shuttle flying forward towards the goal. Nothing is going to stop the attack shuttle. Templar lows, Templar storms. Templar misses this one. Templar misses that one. But the economy of Minchul has been disrupted time and time again, and even just having to dodge the storm there disrupts it. There's still a Templar inside the shuttle. And it's gone. And it is gone. Minchul is fighting for his life, and JH is fighting to end it. Another slow shuttle there, coming across the map. He's trying to pull the enemy units away, although there's nothing that can shoot into the air. Templar shuttle arrives. Templar's gonna storm. Templar hits 10 probes. Basically losing anything for Minchul here is a bad sign. And hitting anything is a great progression towards a victory for JH. Though Templar storm comes in there. Templar, this one is the big one. 33 probe kills. Ow, wow, wow, wow. That one's a massive one. Now we have Minchul in the supply lead. I mean, in the probe lead. But pretty damn far behind in the army sides. And there's still a shuttle with Templars here, ready to strike. Zealot there goes in to distract the cannons. Templars are unloading, Templars are storming, and everything hits. Not that many, but he kills about 6 or 7. But now JH is forced to retreat. The Zealots are chasing down those Dragoons. Level 1 attack on the Dragoons, level 1 attack on the Zealots. Both players are in equal upgrades. Reaver shuttle there on the chase, looking to kill Dragoons, but Dragoons are too far away. He managed to successfully flee the scene. Another drop there on the bottom side. There's nothing in between except a pile and a probe, which kind of do nothing at all. So 1 Templar inside the shuttle. Army on the middle, ready to distract and draw Minchul's attention away from the impending doom. Impending doom coming in hot. On the bottom side, Minchul is running away with their probes. The Templar arrives on the scene. Templar storms. Templar kills 7 probes. More than nothing. And the army on the middle has gone down. There's nothing left for Minchul. And Minchul calls GG, and JH redeems himself with a 2-0 victory in PvP against the powerhouse player Minchul. This definitely proves that JH is a top tier player. He is an absolute top tier player. Without a doubt. He's just proven it, and he's proven it convincingly. So that gives him another win. 2 wins there. Wazza! Wop up. So that's for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. It was Minchul against JH. Double best of set. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you will come back again another time. I actually didn't plan on doing an hour-long video, but here we are, an hour into the cast. Thanks for watching. It was RJB for RJB TV. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Leave a comment and tell me, do you want to see, what matchup do you want to see? Who do you want to see? Do you want to see Hamburger Sasu? Do you want to see Mong? Do you want to see Brain? Who do you want to see fight next? Let me know, and I'll do it. Goodbye. This is RGB. Wazza!